So this is a static start, and that's very, very difficult to pull off.
Okay.
Okay. So one thing I want you to think about, and we're going to resort to an elite lifter, we'll come back to this, is you need to give yourself a break in the clean. You need to separate your shoulders from your knees as quickly as you can. And the way that you're setting up here is like very compromised. You're in a very small ball here. Mm-hmm. And then you're trying to develop that upward momentum. But if you see, your knees are way through. Mm-hmm. Shoulders are way back. Your head is way back. This is not a very strong pushing position. It's not a bad one if you were doing like a trap bar deadlift. But the point is you need leverage later on. And so what we see is the hips rise, and that's not that bad, right? We kind of need that to happen. That's not too bad either. But you just basically need to give yourself more, you need more leverage earlier on. So like, I want you to notice how, like I keep using my finger, but I need to use the mouse. The knees are almost in front of the shoulders here.
Yeah.
And, you know, you'll see guys like Tian Tao and all these guys set up like that. But those guys have so much control with their traps and their arms once the bar makes contact. Mm-hmm. And those guys like have that down to a science. But you don't need to set up like this to get what you want. You can set up differently and you'll give yourself a better chance. Okay. You just need to give yourself a break off the floor. Like the way that you tighten up here, it can be so much more efficient. So like here, you're in this very balled up position, right?
Yeah. And
you can see your hips are kind of round and under. And the way that you get ready to pull is that you pull your hips up and you pull your shoulders back and your head back. Ready? Watch this. Boom. See that? Yeah. There's a much, much more efficient way to start. Same thing here, low back, rounded. And the way that right, you're already kind of giving yourself this disadvantage by the way you grab the bar. Mm-hmm. You see, this is like a common thread here. The way that you approach the bar, you're already closing yourself off. So you're making it really hard to open up and do what you want to do in later stages. You're crowding it. That's not too bad. And then see, already that bar kicks out. You're way behind it. Everything's behind it. It kicks out. Not bad turnover though. This is a sub-maximal weight, right?
Yeah, I think that's like 130 or something. And then earlier video was 170, I think.
Okay, that was 170?
The first clean video, yeah.
Yeah. So you can see, like, you can do whatever you want with this weight. You know, you can do. But what you're causing is this arm bend. You're causing, an arm bend's not horrible in the clean. Like, I have it myself.
Yeah.
But what you do off the floor is more important. So the way that you can kind of develop that energy, and then if you bend your arms a little bit at the turnover, it's fine because it's tight. But what you're doing is, like we were saying in that first snatch video, elbows rotate back, shoulders rotate back. All of it goes arms. And now that bar's first move is forward. And then because it's so light for you, you're just controlling every aspect of it. So it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just in control of it, so you can do whatever you want. Mezzo does a tremendous job of setting himself up to just give himself the maximal amount of leverage. So this would be like his pre-setup, right? But watch this, right? Okay, what are we noticing here?
His shoulders are way further over than mine are.
He's way over. Yeah. You can't really tell from this angle, but let me tell you, they are in front of his knees.
Yeah, you can still tell.
Okay. And look at the angle here. So basically, if you have a deep angle between your toe and your shin and your shoulders are back, which is what you had. Remember this?
Yeah.
So you have that deep angle, very similar to Mezzo's, but your shoulders need to be out here. Mm-hmm. Okay, Mezzo, if you look at him, his shoulders are way out. So watch his like little breath, hip. Do you see that? Okay, this is basically what I do. He'll kind of do this rocking position, like he rocks. But when he rocks, his body weight doesn't move with him. So this is just kind of all pre-set up jitters type stuff. Okay, now we're over. Eyes are up. Everything wants to go up here. Breath in. Hips kind of do this little rock. But look at his body weight. It stays over the top. See that? And now he's just all leverage. Look at his position at the knees. I mean, he's almost completely upright. You know, even though it's in his hands, he's upright. He's not, there's no deep hinge. So he's trying to separate his shoulders from his knees, like right away. Mm-hmm. The problem when you separate your shoulders from your knees, bar wants to go away from you. Unless you force your weight back in your heels. He's got super flat feet. One more time, we'll run that back. Pre-setup. Now we're in the real setup. Way over the top. He's going to use this hip rock to create leverage immediately off the floor. He's going to pull straight up. Boom. He was short on that. Over the top. Big breath. Rock, leverage. Do that one more time. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you see how he gives himself a breathe? Like you have to be able to create that leverage off the floor without being in that super compromised position. And that's it. That's all you need to do to fix it.